Alright, welcome back to another video, everybody. Today I'm going to be talking about a few things that I think need to be changed in Spelunky 2 online. So I'm going to go over some things, my thoughts. I made a video the other day of this really toxic player online. And obviously I've ran into it before, many times actually. And so I do have some suggestions. Some of these were from comments left, and then others I kind of thought of myself and I also agreed with. So yes. So yeah, I'd really appreciate it if you subscribe and like and whatever else YouTubers say. And yeah, so let's get into these suggestions. Alright, so I wrote down a few things. I actually did write it down. That was probably really loud. But anyway, so wrote down a few things. The first thing I have that I wrote down was, and this was, I think it had like 25 likes from that video, or reply, is to add a vote kick system. So there's a bit more to it than that. Basically what I think is, at any time somebody in a game can request to kick somebody out. And obviously majority rules, whoever is voted the most is out of the game. Because sometimes you have a really great group of people, but then there's that one person who's just really toxic and you want them out of the game. And in order to get with those other people, you have to create a party and, well, if you're on PlayStation, message them, all that stuff. So, obviously that could potentially get abused. So the way I see it is, first of all, you have a limit to 3 per game, because if you had infinite, somebody could just keep spamming that, and the game would never progress. So there's that. Right, so if you use the limit, obviously you can't do it anymore, and yeah, the majority rules. And one other thing, some people would probably say it like, well, somebody could just troll and just kick you out for no reason, but what I say to that is, if people are kicking you out for no reason, you probably don't want to be playing with them. So it's kind of a win-win. Yeah, and so yeah, I'd say the limit is like 3. Just so, you know, maybe give somebody a few chances. And, you know, if somebody's a troll, they can just request it 3 times, and it doesn't really matter, because after 3, it's just over. Then you can kick them out. I guess the only problem would be if they're only trolling you and other people don't know, and they don't vote out that person, but whatever, just leave, I guess. Alright, so that's the first suggestion. We'll get into the next one now. Alright, so the second thing I think should be added is adding a cooldown on the ghost when a player is stunned. This was based off a comment, I think, from that video about that really toxic player. So basically what this means is, if a ghost stuns a player with either the freeze ability or just slightly blowing on them, it gives them a cooldown of like 5-10 seconds, something like that, just so they can't infinitely loop you. Basically, if you're in a corner or something, a ghost can just infinitely loop you by using that ability, and you can't really do anything about it, and then the ghost can just come and kill you. Obviously, you could solve that by using the vote kick system, assuming that would pause the game, I guess. So yeah, but it's better just to have this option than to not, or to have this feature, I mean. So yeah, that would reduce a lot of trolling, because when you die, you know, when a toxic player turns into a ghost, they just try to freeze you and stun you and whatever. Obviously, this can't reduce somebody, you know, hitting you into lava. If, you know, obviously that can't really be fixed, I don't think, unless you just remove ghosts being able to do anything, because obviously if they hit you and it works, then, well, too bad, I guess. And if they miss you, I guess it wouldn't do anything. But anyway, so I think that in general this would just reduce a lot of toxicity. And yeah, so next I'm going to say something that I think should not be added, and then something else. Alright, so tell me what you think about this, but I think that there should be no report feature in the game. The reason I say that is because I feel like a report feature could just be so abused. It could just, the toxic players could just report people for no reason. You know, I have no idea how this works because I know that in a lot of other games there is report features, so I don't know if it really helps or not. But I just feel like there are going to be so many legitimate reports and then so many ones that are like not legitimate. And I don't even know, like, you know, if somebody keeps getting reported, do you just ban them from playing online? I don't know how that would even work. But yeah, in general, I just think there shouldn't be a report feature. I just don't think it would be practical for this game. But yeah, tell me what you think about that. Alright, so the last thing, and I cannot stress this enough. If you are not happy with the people you are playing with, if somebody made a mistake and you're not happy with it, just leave the game. I know that it can be difficult to find players to play with, but honestly, just leave. That's what I just say. And we won't have this issue. Yeah. Okay, so a few other things. A lot of people do ask how I do find so many players online. I think it's because PlayStation, there's a lot more players, and also I think, like, if you play during the midday, there's going to be more people. I don't know how it completely works with, like where you live and stuff. I don't know if you can play with players that are, like, outside your country or territory. I really don't know. I'm assuming that, obviously, there's probably more Spelunky players in the United States, since the majority of people that watch my videos are in the United States, and I do live there as well. So I'm assuming that that's basically, I probably live in, like, the perfect area, perfect conditions for players online. So yeah. So anyway, that is going to do it for this video. Tell me if you agree, disagree, what else you think should be added or changed. And yeah, thank you for watching. I will see you in the next video.